Hi everybody, Lisa Walker here. I was going to do a product testimonial, quite honestly, and with everything that has been going on right now, I thought I would have a lesson in kindness instead. So, this is my thoughts on it. First of all, if I'm hot and sweaty looking, I have to say our air is not acting right. It's blowing, but it's not cooling. And we have American Home Shield, so I'm crossing my fingers. They're coming out in the morning, and hopefully they will be able to get us back up and running because it's starting to get hot. So anyway, let me put this on silent real quick too. So this is my thought. Okay, look, we're all human, and we all do things that we're not necessarily proud of, right? We can all admit to that. But there is something that seems to be seriously lacking in society these days. And I call it like a lack of courtesy, but that can also be conveyed as a lack of kindness. So for instance, is people are, I don't know if it's that they're in a hurry or they're just not, they're only self-aware. They're not aware of the rest of their surroundings. So I'll give you an example. Like if I'm running into the store and somebody is coming out with bags in their hands or whatever, that, you know, even if it's like Quick Trip and they got a soda or nothing, I will hold the door for the person if we're, you know, in a crossroads, you know, we're both there at the same time. I will hold the door. I don't care if it's, you know, somebody younger than me, older than me, if it's a guy, whatever. I hold the door. Now, this is where my act of kindness might be a little sketchy, because if they don't say thank you or smile or nod or some sort of gesture of appreciation, then I would be the kind that will turn around and be like, dude, get it yourself next time. Or, yeah, I'm just here holding the door for everybody. What the hell? Like, you know, I mean, I do get frustrated when somebody can't at least acknowledge somebody else's little act of kindness. And I know that that's not why you're supposed to be doing it, as far as like, you don't give somebody a gift because you want to be recognized or thanked or get something in return. But you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart, right? So kindness, I need to work on that. It needs to be out of the goodness of my heart, not because I want somebody to say thank you. But that's where my line kind of gets wishy-washy, because I do think if you don't say thank you to somebody, it is disrespectful, and that all courtesy has been lost. So another example would be when you're driving and you let somebody come out, you know, make a right-hand turn out in front of you because the light has just turned green and they have a little bit of space. Well, I do my best to always like wave like, hey, thanks for letting me in. But when other people don't do that, I'm like, oh, I just let you in. I didn't have to let you in. So I'm sure that some of us have felt that way before, right? So my whole thing is that in light of everything that is going on, would it kill you to spread a little kindness, even if it's not, I don't think people are unkind on purpose, but I think that we are so caught up in our own heads that we're not being courteous anymore. We're not taking the time to hold the door open for somebody. We're not taking the time to say please and thank you and just other little things that you can do to make somebody else feel better. Like, it shouldn't be that hard, guys. It should not be that hard. And what the police officer did was there was no excuse for that from what I could tell. I mean, I don't know the whole story, but in my personal opinion, it seemed like excessive force to me. And everybody has seen the signs as far as like, look, not every cop is bad. Not every cop is over aggressive or has, you know, some kind of a complex where they have to prove something. So please, I mean, I have police officers as friends, and they are some of the nicest people I know. So please don't lump them all together because they're not all that way. In fact, there was a protest in O'Fallon last night, and it was very tastefully done. It was like a real protest. It wasn't a riot. And in my opinion, and I don't want to be political, I don't, but I'm sure nobody that is rioting would be listening to little old me on Facebook. Probably not even Facebook friends, and I think that's the only way that we can see each other. But destroying property that people work so hard for. I mean, it broke my heart to watch this poor man, beside himself at the destruction of his small business, in the name of justice or being heard. And that's just not the way to do it, guys. I mean, I'm hot-headed. I will blow up, and, I have to force myself to have, a decompressing moment. But you know what I have learned the hard way over years of being cray-cray is that more people will respect you and listen to you when you can talk intelligently, when you can control your emotions and have a reasonable conversation. That doesn't mean that you're always going to agree. There's been times where I have to say, you know what, we need to agree to disagree. That's growth, people. If you know me and you realize how emotional I was, where it's just boom, I could fly off, for the stupidest things, and it's just am I perfect? Heck no, nobody is perfect. But my whole thing is that you have to, again, it's the mindset, right? So if your mindset is to improve your emotional growth, or your mindset is to improve your physical health, or to build a relationship with a broken family member. I mean, whatever. There are so many different aspects in each person's life that they really probably need to improve. Because let's face it, again, nobody's perfect. Everybody has to fix something, right? But you have to want to do it. You have to start slowing down, thinking of the process, and thinking of how you can make it better. How can you be the light? How can you help people? It can't always be you expecting other people to change. Believe me, I'm still working on that. If I see something wrong with somebody, I'm like, oh, why can't you fix that? Why aren't you working on yourself? Why aren't you making things better? Why are you making things so hard on yourself, on the people around you? It's easier to just do the right thing. In all reality, you cause a lot less stress for yourself and for the people around you. So it's just smile. Just smile to people. Now I know it's not always easy right now because you got the face mask on. But let's see. Let's test something. Smile. Look what happens. Your eyes show that you are smiling. If you're grimacing, you could see that behind a mask, right? So it's just sometimes it's just your persona, what you are emanating from yourself. People can feel somebody's emotions. And I'll tell you another thing, and I know I'm going down a tangent again, but we kind of laugh about this at my house. And I don't know if it's a Lancia thing or what it is, but I can tell you I have had so many conversations with random strangers that just felt like I had a welcoming vibe, or I was approachable, something. There was something that I've heard stories from, little old men at the park or in the grocery store or waiting in line, somewhere. Now, granted, we got to stay 6 feet apart right now, and you don't have that same closeness. But my husband has said before, oh my God, did you know that person? Or why did you have such a long conversation with this person that you don't know? And my kids will have the same thing. And it's happened to my parents. So I think what it is if somebody feels that they can approach you, let them talk. I know we're all busy, but that person needs you in that moment. Maybe you're an angel in disguise for them. Maybe they were going through a rough patch of, sorrow or loneliness, and they just needed to reach out and talk to somebody. Is it really going to kill you? I mean, sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you don't have the time and you just have to apologize and say, sorry, I have to pick my kid up, I have to be there in 5 minutes. Sometimes that is a real thing. Sometimes you cannot take the time to listen to somebody who wants to have a long conversation with you. But they can feel that sincerity, and they can feel that you're not just dismissing them. So, again, I wanted to do a testimonial today, but I just feel like in light of everything that is going on, that it is much better to just remind everybody to be patient, be kind, work on yourself and what you can do to make this world a better place. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and I said, man, if we could all be like dogs, wouldn't it be great? They're so loyal, they're so sweet, they're so loving. They have just, in fact, my dog's laying right here in front of me. She hasn't left my side all day. So, to me, if we could all be a little bit more like a dog and be kind, the world would be such a better place. So let's all try to make the world a better place. Do a random act of kindness. If you do something, post it on my comment thing there, and I might even do a little drawing. We'll see. We'll see how many people participate and how many people will say that they've done a little act of kindness. So anyway, go out there. Let's make the world a better place, because I'm really, this 2020, I turned 50 this year, and I thought that was going to be the biggest hurdle. Turning 50 has been nothing compared to the crap going on in the world. So note to self, just kind of remember all the good stuff and be grateful, and don't hone in on all the negativity. So let's start turning it around and try to get through the back half of 2020 better than the first half. Okay, guys? Take care. I love you guys. Have a great day. And let's make America beautiful and kind again. Bye.